You guys ready for your next act? All right, please welcome Pat Leahy. Pat! Let me get Galahad's head. We good? He gets a little nervous, so. Good evening. I'm Pat Leahy. This is my guide dog, Galahad. He's my best buddy and an amazing guide dog. And it's an honor to share the stage tonight with the best wingman in Washington, D.C. So Galahad has been my guide dog for 9 years, and he's getting ready to retire soon. But tonight, what I wanted to do is talk about our relationship and how close we are. It's a tell-all of the two of us. Thanks. I know that I can start to see the signs that he's thinking about retirement. The other day, I caught him adding up his guide dog pension. So people always ask questions about the guide dog relationship and the bond between the owner. How does this work? How did you guys meet? How did you get together? Well, obviously, like everybody else, we met on Tinder. But seriously, we that's right. It's a new one. So it's really an arranged marriage that's done by the school and the owner, so me, the handler, trying to match up the positives between both people. How is this going to work, and how is this match gonna exactly? Yeah. So it's an amazing bond. I get a lot of questions about what does your dog do for you. So I'll tell you a few of the highlights about what this amazing guy does for me. The first thing is all these crazy crossings in D.C. and crazy drivers. He keeps me safe from all of them. Does an amazing job with it. Second, the metro. We all know how great the metro is. And he keeps me grooving on the metro. I mean, the doors open to the cars and how everything falls into place. And he parts the crowds and all the people that are pushing their way to get there. And the last thing that he does, I mean, he does a lot, but one of the other highlights is he introduces me to a lot of women. Which is great when you're a single guy. And I'll tell you, he will even follow women home sometimes. When I get off the metro, he'll just kind of zoom in on them, and then we'll get off track a little bit. But the other day, I was getting ready to get on the train at Easter Market, and he licked this girl's hand. And then she came over and started talking to me, and I was like, good dog, good dog. And then she said, you know, he licked my hand yesterday, too. I was like, wow, I might have a chance. And then she said, he missed my ring. But I will tell you that he does introduce me to a lot of women. But you need to be careful in that if you start talking about dogs, and then they start talking about their dog, and then they're talking about their family's dog and your dog, you can talk about dogs for a half an hour, which is a lot of fun, but not going to help you get a phone number. What you need to do is pivot quick, or else you get stuck in what I like to call the dog zone. And as I said, you got to listen to your dog. You have to hear him out and hear what he's saying to you. And I can still tell he really wants to work. Most mornings I come down with my shoes, he's bouncing around, wagging his tail, super excited, ready to go. But every once in a while, I come down, maybe it's raining or it's cold outside. I come over to his sofa where he likes to sleep. He's belly up, maybe a little tail wag. And I touch his head, and I can hear him saying to me, hey, Pat, I love you, man. But could you just take your white cane today? But as I said, I think he's a little frustrated with me that I haven't found that match yet. And he's tried really hard. And I was headed to an alumni happy hour for my college, Millersville University. And I told the Uber driver, line me up at the door of the bar. I'll just go straight in. I'll be there to see the guys. And he lines me up. I go into the bar. 3 women greet me right on the way in. I can tell they're really excited. I'm thinking, this is going to be a great time. Look at all these women here. And so I go in, sit down, and a lady comes over and she says, honey, welcome to Camelot. Which, if you don't know, it's one of the biggest strip clubs in Washington, D.C. My dog has taken me to a strip club, and I did not know. I didn't want to be rude, so I sat down and had a beer. I'm sitting there, the music is pumping, Galahad's wagging his tail, having a great time. I reach down to pet his head, and he looks up at me as if to say, hey buddy, if you don't get your act together, this is how it's going to be for a long, long time. Thank you.
Pat Leahy and Galahad. Pat Leahy and Galahad. I can't believe he stole my excuse for going to Camelot.